everybody. Alan Barnowski here with A Lesson for Acoustic Guitar Magazine. Today we are looking at the tune St. Anne's Reel. This video is a supplement to what you find in the magazine. So if you don't have it, find a link below the video. That'll take you to the tab and a write-up. And with both of those, along with this video, you should have everything you need to learn the tune. So what I'm going to do today is play through St. Anne's Reel, kind of slow, so you have a good slowed down version to work off of. And then I've got a few ideas that I think are going to help after that as you go about learning this. So here we go. This is St. Anne's Reel as it appears in acoustic guitar. 1, 2, 3. All right, so 3 things I want to touch on today. The first one is going to be chord shapes. The second one is hammer-ons and pull-offs, because you see this tune uses a number of those. And then last of all, letting notes ring out. So the first thing, chord shapes. If you look at the A part in the tab, you'll see there are, if you know what you're looking for, you'll kind of see these chord shapes appear. And I just want to point that out because it can really help as you're going about learning this. It'll give you something that you'll just kind of be able to hold on to, so to speak, as you're trying to learn and memorize this tune. So just check out the beginning here. All right, when you get to that point in measure 2, your fingers will be holding this shape. So these are starting on the 4th string. I'm at frets 2, 0, 1, and 0. And if that doesn't already look familiar, then I'm going to put my 3rd finger down. And that should look very familiar. That's your C chord. So lifting that 3rd finger back up, still a C chord, you're just not using that 3rd finger. All right, so that shape appears from, starting in measure 1 and moving into measure 2. And as you look at the tab, you'll see a C chord above the notation. That's kind of the overlaying chord. It's what somebody else would be playing, maybe strumming if they're accompanying you. Or if you're in a jam or something, that's what other people would be doing. And you'll be playing the melody that kind of outlines that C chord. Same thing happens in measure 3. All right, so that's this shape, which of course is your F. And then now in measure 4, that gets you back to your C chord shape. So this appears throughout the A part, and I think it's just a really helpful way to be able to memorize the tune a little bit better, understand kind of the overall structure. So I hope that helps. I hope you look at the tab and can see that in there. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention, chord shapes, all right? The second one is hammer-ons and pull-offs. I'm gonna play through this A part and you'll see there are a bunch of hammer-ons and pull-offs in here. So I'll just play through it real quick so you can just kind of keep your ear out for that and you'll hear it. So there are a good number of hammer-ons and pull-offs. If you're new to hammer-ons and pull-offs, an issue that a lot of people have is that they rush them. They think you should go like right into it. And that's not the idea. You want it to be even, same kind of timing as the rest of the notes. So if you're having this issue, just drop it. Pick every note. Forget the hammer-ons and pull-offs and just pick every note for now. So I'll go ahead and play the A part again and I'll pick every note. It doesn't sound that different. All right, so I would suggest playing it that way. Don't do the hammer-ons and pull-offs. Just pick every note, smooth out that timing. Once you learn the song and you have it memorized and you don't need the tab and it's just all there, then start to introduce those hammer-ons and pull-offs. And that way, I think it'll, you'll get that timing a bit better. So that's the second idea. Third one is letting notes ring out. So if you've seen other videos I've done for acoustic guitar, you've probably heard me talk about this. I will be talking about it a little bit in a different way this time, especially in a minute. But what this means is letting notes ring out so that, well, let me just do it and it'll make sense. So here we go. So that's the first three notes of the tune. And what I'm doing is hammering on and then letting this note continue to ring as I then pick the next string. All right, and I just like the sound. So I'm gonna go ahead and play through the A part, letting notes ring out as much as I can, and you'll hear this kind of overlapping going on. So here we go. All right, so what I'm doing is keeping fingers down as much as I can to let those notes ring. So I'm playing one string, and then when I move on from that string, I'm keeping those fingers down to let those notes ring out. The place I really want to point this out is in measure 13. 13 into 14. You get this move. That's where it is. So this is the middle of 13 going into measure 14. Thinking about chord shapes again, this chord shape, it makes a G triad, a G chord. It's kind of like your F. If you were to play an F here, with your third finger down, you can lift that third finger up, move it up 2 frets, and that gives you a G triad. But what's unique about this is it happens over a C chord. So if you look above the notation, you'll see a C chord. So the chord that other folks will be playing behind you, if you're in a jam or something, they'll be playing a C. So you're doing a G triad, but everybody else is playing a C, and it gives you this really unique sound. So again, it's like this G triad. One way you could play a C chord is like this bar. So what I'm going to do is play both that bar and that G triad at the same time, and it gives you this sound. All right, not that you'd ever want to play it like this. Like don't play this bar chord the way I'm doing it. I'm just trying to illustrate that unique sound that you'll get when everybody else is playing a C chord, but you're doing this. All right, so first finger here is barred, and then I've got the second finger down here at the 4th fret of the 3rd string. So I just wanted to point that out. If you were just looking at the tab, you might miss that. You might play it differently. You might not do that bar. I think it's great. So give it a shot. I hope you like that. And I guess that's it. If you have any questions, get in touch with me. Would love to hear from you. And good luck with this. I hope you like it.